so we're going to do the rebounder here. We're going to spend about 10 to 15 minutes on throwing, catching, and catching with the paddle. So, so what I do is I do usually like sets of 5. So just start off with an easy throw down here. Start with right hand catch. And you'll learn that if you can catch at almost your most extended part of the throw, it's actually a better catch because you can decelerate the ball. And then I also throw a little bit higher up on the rebounder. I throw low, it gives me a lower trajectory, and if I throw higher up on the rebounder, I get a little bit different angle of how the ball's coming in. So I do that 5 times on my right, and then I do 5 times on the left. So you want to work your left side too. So you can tell that my left throw is not near as strong and as good as my right throw. And of course I do the same thing up higher, just like that. Then what I do is start throwing at different angles. I am on this little lazy Susan seat so I can rotate around. So I'll do some throws and then just slowly throw and catch. And if I throw onto the left side of the rebounder, it bounces back over here. If I throw to the right side of the rebounder, it goes here. So I can also work on catches like that, behind me, like that. And then I can also work on catches that go in front of me, like that. Okay, and of course I work the left side. Sorry. And then I start spinning the chair to where the ball comes across my body, right? And I can throw, and you got to learn where exactly on the rebounder you have to throw for where the ball's going to go, okay? So I can pivot this thing and catch at different angles, okay? Once I've done that, I can do like a alternating. I go from left to right, so left throw, right throw, left throw, right throw. And something here is you want to think about not only the throw and the catch, but how do I move my hands back on the paddle? Do I move my hands back to where they need to be on the paddle? Sorry. And then you can also do move your lazy Susan seat back over here. So you're alternating catches and throws. Okay?
What should we do if we don't have a custom-made lazy Susan seat?
You could just reposition your hips, right? You don't have to have a fancy seat. You could just take it off and move your feet over here and work on this. I just built this thing and made it easy on me. Okay, and then what I'll also do is I start moving my chair off to the side, and I can do different types of paddle catching. First catch we're going to do is a simple block on the back and then catch it on the paddle and then throw it back to my throwing hand, which will be my right. So block, right like that. And I'll do sets of 5s of that. And what I'll do on the 5th one is I'll go to my throw, not my right throwing hand, to my left. So to my right, and then on the 5th one, I'll do this and then throw it back to my left hand. So you work different ones. And of course you can throw different heights on the rebounder, okay? Now that was a block to a catch on the paddle to a throw, being very specific. Now what I'm going to try to do is on my left blade, I'm going to catch the ball and not block it. So catch, throw. And then on the 5th one, on the 5th one, I'll go to my left hand throwing. Okay. Once I've done that, I've kind of worked on And of course you can come up with all kinds of weird stuff. You can even do this. You can, instead of, the first one was a block, catch, throw. The second one was a catch to throw. Now what I'm going to try to do, and it's much harder, is block with my left blade to my right hand. And what you have to do here is that one to the left. What you want to do here is hit the ball a little bit earlier so it deflects to that hand. And it's definitely more challenging. One more. Oh, tomato plants. Okay, so that one's a little bit more challenging. Then, since I worked my left blade, I want to do a few things with my right. This is a little bit harder because what I'm going to do is try to block it. Of course, you could do catches, which is much harder that way. On the right blade, you could do kind of the same thing, except maybe not that block catch. But on this side, what I usually work on is just trying to block to the blocking hand. Throwing hand, sorry, not throwing. Okay. So like that, and then one to my left. Oh, let me try one more. See if that was way better. See, I got it to my throwing point. So when you're working on these blocks to your throwing hand, you want to work on where you get the ball to go right where your catch point so you can throw right away. Instead of here, you want it here usually. It's usually easier to catch the ball right in here than setting the ball like that. Okay? And then once you've kind of worked that side, as you paddle, start working from the left side of the rebounder. And this is actually my best side, where I'll turn my body this way and I'll do, ooh, the sun's in my eyes. And the last one I want to throw to my left hand. Okay. That wasn't very good. That's better. Okay, and of course you can throw different angles. I'll get. Okay. You can throw different angles to the rebounder, or higher up on the rebounder, and then to the left. Okay, and then I don't know. I haven't really worked on anything other than being this way for my left leg when I'm on the left side of the rebounder. I'm not sure if I could figure out something else to do. I guess you could do more of a hit instead of a catch, but that's pretty minor difference there. I like the catch because it gives you a little bit more control. If I didn't explain that well enough, hitting the ball to your hands instead of catching the ball with your hand. Then you want to work your right blade, so I'm going to do a right blade block, catch, toss to the throwing hand. Block, catch, throwing hand. Block, catch, throwing hand. Block, catch, throwing hand, and you can challenge yourself by getting too much challenge. Getting the ball farther out. So you actually have to move your hands on the, oh, there we go. Block. Okay, and then one, and then to my left hand. Okay, and then of course I can work the upper top of the blade. Now another one is instead of block to catch, just trying to rotate over, and I'm pretty poor at this, rotating my blade all the way over to try to catch the ball. Okay. On the power surface of the blade, the face. Yeah, was kind of close. And then one more. That wasn't too bad. And then Did I do the a block, and I'm not very good about turning the blade over to block it to my hand. You can work either side, back side to your throwing hand. So, wow, the sun's right. Not far enough. There we go. That was a good one. Now to the left side. Ow. Ouch. So anyway, that kind of give you an idea of what to do against a rebounder. Any questions, Doug? No questions. Okay. He's mute. All right.